Again, a very interesting article on Western Center for Journalism. The title is Obama Getting Ready to Seize Power? And what it does is it highlights a certain number of events that require some form of explanation, but there really isn't any explanation being provided. And if you take a look, as I've always said, at the pieces of the puzzle, it's forming a rather unique kind of picture. I wasn't aware of this, but what this article here states is that the Donald Trump, he was willing to pay the cost of the tours for the White House until the end of the year. Now, why wouldn't the administration take advantage of that? Well, I knew there was some construction going on at the White House, but I didn't know what it was for, and I still really don't know what it was for, but I think I might know what it was for. I think what's being built there is a mosque. Yeah, they're turning part of the White House into a mosque. So obviously, they can't have people coming in for tours that might catch on and see what's really going on. And if you take a look at all the things that Obama's done, like the National Defense Authorization Act, you look at what Homeland Security has done with the 2 billion rounds of ammunition, the 2,700 light tanks that they've acquired, the 7,000 assault weapons that they've acquired. And what this article says, which is pretty interesting, is that he might be building his own militia, his own army, with the illegals. Yeah. No different than what's going on in Syria, where you've got convicts running around with weaponries that we've given them to try to get rid of Assad. He could be using the illegals here to grant them citizenship once they beat the crap out of the citizens. Who knows? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that something really stinks to high heaven here in this country, and it's all coming out of the White House. Yeah. It's really sad. When Congress could have done something, they didn't do anything, and now I think it's too late. And the reason I say I think it's too late is I don't think Obama's going to be able to wait much longer. If in fact he's building a partial mosque in the White House, and if in fact he's ready to strike at the American people, he's going to have to do it relatively soon. There's too much heat on him as it is. Yeah. There's senators demanding an investigation into Benghazi. And Benghazi, as I've said along, is the key. Benghazi can end this nightmare. But you know what? I think that he has so much power now, he could come out and he could admit to all of his crimes, and there's nothing any of us can do anything about. You think not? I wish I were wrong. But you know what? I don't think I am. Scary times ahead, folks. Enjoy what you have, because I think it's soon going to all end. What do you think?